Hey, I'm Jane Spencer with RE/MAX Alliance, and this morning I'm with Jen Bray of Cornerstone Home Lending. And Jen is a big proponent of affordable housing here in our community, and that's our topic this morning. She's been, for the past 8 years, on the Fort Collins Affordable Housing Board, so she knows what she's talking about. Jen, tell us a little bit about affordable housing and your passion for it.
Absolutely. I've long been an advocate for affordable housing and attainable housing in Fort Collins. I think it's incredibly important that we have the ability for first-time home buyers to get into home ownership, particularly in Fort Collins. And rather than just stand on the sidelines, I wanted to get directly involved in trying to make that happen. So through the Affordable Housing Board, I was able to help promote certain housing programs from Habitat for Humanity to Elevation's Community Land Trusts program, which is a shared equity program.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about how specifically Elevation Community Land Trust is working in our community to tell us a little bit about what they're doing and all of that, because it's a really great program.
I'm very excited about this program. It's been around the whole of Colorado for about 5 years now. They've sold over 200 homes in the portfolio, and they've only recently brought this program into the Fort Collins area. They're working on 54 new construction townhomes down on Kector Road called Bird Whistle, right there by the Twin Silos Park. And then there's over 60 resale homes that'll be coming on board. And these price points on these homes right now are varying from about $215,000 on the single family homes. For the townhomes, they're $255 for the 2-bedroom and $290 for the 3-bedroom. So I don't know if you're seeing that on the open market.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen anything, especially new construction, under 300. So this is awesome.
Yep, and they're beautiful homes. I was mentioning earlier that the resale homes, some of these are older homes, but they're being completely renovated. They have to meet HUD Section 8 housing guidelines. The finishes are gorgeous. They look better than my house. And they would certainly be a wonderful home for anyone to live in. So this program is, as I mentioned, shared equity. What this means is that it needs to be perpetually affordable. It's on a 99-year land lease. So you own the home, but you do rent the land, $100 a month right now, and that is perpetually affordable. And when you sell, you have to sell it back into another to another homeowner that is also affordable.
So let's talk a little bit, this sounds, almost too good to be true. So let's talk about what kind of income restriction there is for people who are living here and working here and honestly struggling to get by, because we all know it's very expensive to live here. So what does the income have to look like for somebody to apply for this program?
Great question. So it's 80% of the area median income for Larimer County. So that means for a household of 1, that's $62,000 roughly. A household of 2 is about $72,000. Those income limits will be reviewed for 2024 in the next about 30 to 45 days, and they should be going up.
That's great. So what is it? Because it's deed restricted and a shared equity, what does this look like when somebody wants to sell their home? And is there any timeline that they have to live in the home? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So the way that the shared equity works is that there's an appraised value of the home, market value when you buy the home. So let's say for today it came in at, you said $300,000 for a townhome.
Yeah.
If you go and sell and it's then appraised for $400,000, then you get 25% of that increase in the equity. So $25,000. There's no restriction as to how long you live there for. There are varying grants and down payment assistance that may have some factors in there determining if you want to live there for a longer period of time or not. But when it comes to the equity, not only is the amount that you're paying down on your loan given back to you, but you also get 25% of the appreciation in market value.
Oh wow,
so
that's great.
Yeah, so if you bought the home for $250,000 and you had that $25,000 increase, you could then sell it for $275,000 to the next person.
Wow.
This is one of the the biggest shares of shared equity that's given back to a homeowner in any of these programs across the nation.
Yeah, that's really terrific. So what kind of grants and down payment assistance can people apply for, and how can they use that money?
Oh yeah, they can use it for down payment, closing costs, buying down the rate. Right now, Elevations Community Land Trust is working on several grant programs. They have a $10,000 grant in place right now on most of the homes in Fort Collins, and another $15,000 grant that is kind of limited here until the funding runs out. We also have varying down payment assistance programs we've been working with to try to help folks get into an affordable payment with today's interest rates. Because technically, as long as you can qualify for the loan amount, and if the loan amount equals the purchase price, you technically wouldn't need any sort of down payment.
Except for, there is the cash requirement, I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, you are required to have $1,000 in earnest money down, and also to have $2,000 in reserves before you close. And I think you said those can be gift funds?
You nailed it, absolutely. Yeah. They can be gift funds. Yes, you do need to have $3,000 minimum to get into the program. And then if you don't qualify for the full purchase price, there may be some coming up with the difference between that. But we're working on trying to make sure that there's a lot of funding to help fill those gaps, because we want this to be affordable for everyone.
Right. And what I love about this is that basically for $3,000, which of course, trust me, when you're struggling to save, even $3,000 can seem like a lot of money. But one of the only other things that you'll need to have money for is inspection. And of course, you'll want to get an inspection before you close on any home. Mm-hmm. So let's see, what other things can you tell us about it? I think there was also a component that when you go through this program, you do need to get some buyer education.
Absolutely. And a good process for this is come talk to one of the approved lenders for the program. I'm one of them. And there are varying lenders throughout the community. But you want to talk to a lender, make sure you qualify for a home loan first. Go through home buyer education at any time in the process. This can be done through Neighbor to Neighbor, or if you go to the CHAFA website, it's the CHAFA approved education, which is good for 1 year. And that's good for not only this program, but tons of other down payment assistance programs. That is an amazing program to really help get you a foundational experience as to getting a home loan and what that means. It'll answer the majority of your questions going in. So that can be done at any time. I teach the live class in Fort Collins at Neighbor to Neighbor. So if you want to come and join my class, I would love that. And then the other place I would recommend checking out would be the ECLT website, Elevations Community Land Trust website, which is elevationclt.org. And you can go to view the 90-minute orientation. That's free. But step one, work on homebuyer education and work with a lender. Step two, you're going to then go through an Elevations Community Land Trust process to be approved with them for the program as well. So it is twofold. It can be a little lengthy in time, so I recommend starting early.
It's actually threefold. You also need to find a realtor to help you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Jane is going to be your best bet for that. She is going to take care of you from beginning to end and make sure that you're getting all the inspections done.
J-Team.
And make sure that you have a high level of comfort from beginning to end in this process.
Right. So, let's wrap this up, but what's the next step and how do you apply? Specifically, yeah.
My phone number is 970-290-4571. But to apply, you can go directly to my website, www.brayhomeloans.com, and just select the pre-qualify button. It takes about 5 minutes to fill out that application, and I'll follow up with you so we can talk through everything.
5 minutes to improve the rest of your life. How terrific is that? Hey, thanks you guys for sticking with us and learning a little bit more about this program. And of course, if you have any questions about this or any factor in the home buying process, just feel free to give one of us a call. Thank you.